And here's just for those of you that are unaware that it is Mental Health Awareness Month. And for those of you that are looking for those resources that are struggling with mental health and can't find the words, can't find the help, can't find or afraid to reach out, those things that we keep bottled inside really affect our mental health, the stress, the everything. Life is super hard and we try our best to push forward. It does do a little bit of work just to ask for just a little bit of help. You will reach out. You'll ask for help. You will ask for help. And thanks to Kara Murray for giving me this resource book. I've looked and scrolled through this and I was like, this is packed with information, packed with tons of information, but I'm going to list a few people that are in here. Great organizations, great programs, great things that are people that are doing things good in here in the basin. And first off, we have Northeastern Counseling Center, Uintah Tribe Alcohol Substance Abuse Prevention, Uintah Tribe Youth Family Services, located in Fort Duchesne, Division of Child and Family Services statewide, and that number is going to be 1-855-32-DCFS. Then we also have the biggest one, Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988. And then we have the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration located. The phone number is 1-800-662-HELP. Help. And then the Veterans Crisis Line 988, press 1. Then we also have the Trevor Lifeline for my LGBTQ community. And then we also have more resources on their website at www.thetrevorproject.org.com at 1-866-488-7386. And we also have the Utah Domestic Crisis Hotline at 1-800-897-LINK. And Friends Against Family Violence, the 24/7 hotline at 435-781-2264. If you have just somebody that's struggling with just mental health, that's going through something that you can't explain, reach out. There's something out there for you. Don't lose hope. I know it might feel hopeless. You might feel hopeless in that time, in that dark place that you might be in. It's a struggle. I feel you. I feel you so much. What helps Natalie with her mental health is God. God is my counselor. God's my go-to. I pray about everything and God works miracles. And I'm just so blessed that anything that I have that I pray about, he answers to it and he hears me. And I know that he doesn't react right in that moment, that second. I feel it. I feel it so much. And I know that things take time. I know that things are being worked on and it's all in his favor. God has a plan. God has a plan for you. God has a plan for everybody. And it's what you want to do. If you want those resources, there's resources out there. So go ahead, reach out. And I will post all of these resources on my Facebook page. So go check it out at Basin's Live Podcast Facebook. Thank you. Love you, mean it. What's up, Basin? This is Natalie, and today we have no other than Teresa Larson. She is going to talk about the conference that's going to be happening next month. But we wanted to shine the light because it is Mental Health Awareness Month. And today we're going to be going over the flyer, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be going over the flyer. She's going to be talking about the agenda going on, what to expect, what's the fees, right?
Yeah.
The fees that are going on. And looking at this flyer, I can see there's so many good resource tools. There's so many. There's so many. I'm going to have her introduce herself.
Yeah. So like Natalie said, my name is Teresa. I am a therapist here in town. I am also very passionate about community care. So I am also a board member for the U Project, which is the main host of our event. The U Project is a nonprofit, small nonprofit. We're still kind of getting our feet under us.
Yeah.
And this is the second time we've done this conference as a way to generate funds. And our goal is to help people access mental health care.
And that is the main goal, right? And just to access those healthcare and those resources.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I know it could be just a little challenging when you're messing with that nonprofit, right?
Yeah, it's hard.
But it's a lot of dedication. It's those long nights. Those is hard work.
Yes.
Right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to talk about what's going to be on the first what's happening in the first beginning of the agenda.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are super, super excited. We have
Mhm.
a representative from a program called I Love You Bro to talk about men's mental health. His name is Joe Tuyana, and he's coming from Salt Lake. And like I said, it's about men's mental health, which like sometimes men don't know how to connect with each other and support each other through
Yeah,
like mental health struggles. So we're super excited to have him down to talk about his program that's also being started here in the basin.
that's good. I think it's always good to have a guy's perspective on their mental health because they don't talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
Men doesn't talk about it a lot. I know a lot of Native men don't talk about their health, their
Hmm.
feelings a lot, and that's just in their own category. It's a whole nother category. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially, like, finding men that you're already, like, friends with, that you're just, like, not talking about mental health, like, you trust them.
Mhm.
So, it's how to start those conversations and build that trust.
Think it's more safer to confide in a man than it is into a woman, for
Yeah.
sure,
Oh, yeah,
for
for
sure.
that peer support of just,
Mhm.
like, man to man, like, this is the struggles, and, yeah, it's not always a conversation that they're willing to have.
What I'm trying to say is
Mhm.
like a woman confiding into a man, it's more going than anything. It's
Yeah.
more easier.
Yeah,
I feel that,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
sometimes it is, yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you're trying to find that balance and that care. Yeah, and it's hard to have those conversations if men aren't even aware of, like, what mental health is. Yeah.
And yeah. So if anybody's interested, come down to the conference.
Yeah, absolutely, and learn about I Love You Bro because it is just a great program. Like I said, it's getting started here in the
And
basin.
come listen to Joe talk.
Yeah,
It'd be really interesting.
yeah,
And I think it'd
uh-huh,
be a real good, like, a treat though, right? Yeah?
yeah. No, he's fantastic.
Okay. And then how much is the fee?
So, the fee is $30 to
Mhm.
get in. That'll pay for it includes lunch,
Oh,
and
nice.
you can go to whatever sessions you want. Um, if you would like continuing education, I know that some people for, like, licensure, if they are a therapist or a social worker or anything
Yeah.
like that, they need continuing education.
Mhm.
That would be $50, but until May 20th, it's actually 50% off. And so if
Wow.
you can get in there and register early, absolutely.
50% off. Did you
Yeah.
hear that? That's 50% off. You better go and get those tickets.
Yes.
This is the best time to grab those tickets, right?
Yes.
This is the most best time. Okay. Payday's coming up. Come
Yes.
on.
Yeah,
Payday's
absolutely.
coming up. Okay. So what's next? What do we have here? We have the breakout sessions, right?
Yep. So we've got a couple of breakout sessions that we have what we call tracks. So there's like 3 sessions that go at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested in substance use, we're partnering with Northeastern Counseling to have a use track to just understand that. And they are our local experts on substance use. Yeah, it's really awesome.
I think that's really awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
And then what else? What else do we got going
Yeah.
on?
And then we also have like a
I
community
think that
track.
I
Yeah.
think that we're not trying to like let a lot of things go out because we want you to get there. We
Yeah.
want you to experience it.
Catch the vibe.
We want
Yeah.
you to catch those vibes
Mhm.
and just seeing what's good, what works for you.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people have different ways of dealing with mental health.
Absolutely.
You can come to the event, come gain something new,
Yeah,
come gain
absolutely.
some new resources. If
Mhm.
something wasn't working for you last year, try
Yeah.
this year. This some things might be different.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because like I said, like we have our whole substance use track, and so like one of the classes is about vaping education. So like,
Mhm.
what does it look like? How do we talk to our teenagers about it, and like
For sure.
navigate that conversation? We also are having like a parenting class and like parenting education about like how to have hard discussions with your teens or kids, about things happening in their life. And so like that's all part of our breakouts. In fact, one of them, the sessions will be about teen mental health. And we'll have some folks from juvenile justice and youth services coming
Yeah.
down to talk about helping teens kind of find themselves and navigate their mental health. So it's
Yeah,
like
and
really
I think,
cool.
like, during that age period, I think that you try to find yourself, but I don't think you just have that hard time, and
Yeah.
then talking about it and being social, and then having
Mhm.
all of those little barriers of going through that, especially trying to be social, trying
Yeah.
to get your schoolwork done, and
Mhm.
all those things just, like, clash, and then you're kinda just frustrated.
Yeah, exactly. And like as a teenager, like it's already hard enough. So
It
and
is.
like we don't always want to talk to our parents, but it's hard to talk to our friends. And so yeah.
When I was younger, I thought the weight of the world was on my shoulders. I
Mm.
thought everything was but you step into adulthood, that's another ball game.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
another ball game for sure.
Yeah. But like to kind of go along with this, like for folks that should and can attend, like teenagers can absolutely come. Like their mental health is just as important. They can come learn something new about mental health. Parents can come, not just professionals. Like this is really for everyone.
It's for the community.
Yeah.
It's for the community. So
Yeah.
get your tickets and come out.
Yeah.
Come out and come eat some lunch. Do you know what you
Exactly.
guys are
Yeah.
having?
Right. We're
It's a
still kind of
surprise. It's a
debating.
surprise. It's a
Yeah.
surprise.
But we're kind of thinking something maybe like Mexican, but we're not sure.
Ooh, okay. And then what day does that land on the June 2nd?
It's Tuesday. Yep, it's a Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Then wait, so just one second. I just
Yeah.
see I see the U Project.
Yeah.
I see your guys' board right
Absolutely,
there.
yeah.
I see Parental Advisory Coalition.
The Prevention Advisory. Yep.
Prevention Advisory.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. And then we see Northeastern, then Kodiak Counseling. That's
Yeah.
where you work.
Yes, I do work at Kodiak Counseling. Yep.
And then you're located here and in Roosevelt.
Correct. Yeah. So we have an office in Vernal and an office in Roosevelt, and I actually work at both.
So you're here and there.
Some of our therapists are only in Vernal and some are only in Roosevelt, but I go back and forth.
Great. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Nice. And then you got Utah State.
Yep, USU Extension is doing a presentation at the end of the day, which is going to be really exciting. It's about using art for mental health. And so there's going to be a really fun watercolor activity and learning how to navigate mental health through like artistic expression. And we're pretty stoked about that.
I think their classes are just so amazing and they're so free and they're here in the community.
Yes.
So anytime that you have an opportunity, go take a chance, go check it out, because just knowing that you can be busy with your mind on other things. And then I know that you can get really busy with your day-to-day life, your struggles, and then just doing the class, you're kind of letting those worries go for a little while. And it actually does help. It's really good for your mental health also.
Yeah.
And then we have Tri-County.
Yeah, Tri-County Health, they're doing the vaping education class or the breakout session. And so we're excited to have them as a partner too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are getting everybody.
Yeah, we're trying to get as many folks as we can. We also have like Friends Against Family Violence is going to be doing their healthy relationships class called Within My Reach and give it like a taster of that.
And those are really wonderful too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a way to like just learn about healthy communication and building those healthy relationships to avoid potential harm to you or your family through violence. And so it's really, really valuable.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I like that. So I'm looking at the agenda and I'm seeing like after lunch you have mental health or maternal mental health.
Yeah, so Kirsten Ludinger from DHHS is going to come down and talk to us about maternal mental health, which it's so hard to navigate, whether it's a mom who's like trying to get pregnant or struggling with fertility, whatever that looks like, to even postpartum and navigating postpartum and beyond, because your child is in the world and it's like 2 years is kind of what people typically think of postpartum, but like you're a mom forever.
Yeah, you're in it for life.
Yeah, you're kind of in it for the long haul.
And then
And so
all of the worry and everything kind of just settles in, and then you're not responsible for your own life anymore. Like you're responsible for somebody else.
Exactly.
And it's yours.
Yeah, exactly.
It's yours. And you're like in just that reality. It's like super crazy.
Yeah. So
like I can just figure that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very overwhelming. But so like even though it's like specific to maternal mental health, it's kind of parental mental health because like
good.
no matter who's involved, if you're helping care for children, that's a big mental health like aspect of your life.
And then that's stress.
Yeah,
right?
and that's stress. So Kirsten's going to be coming down from, again, Salt Lake area to talk about maternal mental health, what some resources are and how to get help if you need help, because it's like, it's normal. People struggle. So,
and then all these resources, they're going to be local, right? All these resources that are going to be here, all these key speakers that are going to be here, all of them are going to tie into the resources that are actually here in the basin.
Yeah. So the goal is to demonstrate like we have people that want to help here. People want to help take care of your mental health. We want to make sure everybody can thrive. So yes, absolutely. All of these folks that are speaking are going to be sharing local resources that you can access.
You can access.
Yes.
You're going to access
Yes.
that. And then we have another one, like the suicide prevention, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So suicide prevention, it's something that it's like a hard topic, right?
It is. It is. And I think it affects every family. It doesn't have a Pacific race. It doesn't have no Pacific anything. It just affects everything.
Yes. It can impact anybody at any time in their lives. And it's heartbreaking, right? It's not what we want the outcomes to be. And so having these suicide preventions, knowing the signs, how to help, that's our goal, is to help people that are just everyday people check in with their family members, check in with their friends, check in with their coworker if they feel like they need to, right? So that
Mhm.
they can support one another and
Yeah.
we can make sure people stay here and we can be friends with them for a long time.
Yeah, and I know that it's okay to not be okay,
Yes,
but it's okay to talk to somebody about something, but it's
absolutely.
also good to just let some things out,
Yeah.
whatever that may be,
Yeah, absolutely.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do want to like point out you and we don't have any specific sessions that are like designed for our tribal friends.
Mhm,
But come, we want you to be a part of this.
mhm.
And honestly, like I hope that we can partner and like have more of our tribal friends and neighbors joining
Yeah,
us in doing the presentations and being part of our discussions.
with
Because
mental health.
yeah, with mental health,
Mhm.
because you're right. Like that it's not about one specific race. It's not about one specific ethnic group. It's
It just
so
affects
broad.
the whole thing.
Yeah,
It affects the
exactly.
whole realm. It
And
affects everybody.
yeah, and we have different experiences based on our backgrounds, but like that's why I want those voices there.
So, Teresa, is there anything kind of happening after the conference? I know that there's going to be booths there, tons of resources that everybody gets to take home. Yeah,
Mhm.
is there anything happening?
Yeah, so like at the conference, like you said, there's booth space available for
Mhm.
folks if they want to share their products or their services. They're more than welcome to come to the conference. But also later in the evening, there is what will be our first collaborative family resiliency night. That is a free event for families. We just ask that folks register so we know how many people to expect. There will be
So they
dinner.
have enough room, right?
Yeah, so
And they're
there's enough
feeding them,
room.
making sure everybody's fed, making sure everybody's good.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So, and we'll have another speaker from one of our friends, again, from the Wasatch Front, but to
Mhm,
talk about like recognizing our children and their mental health and how to help them navigate that. And
mhm.
so we're really excited to have that opportunity to have him come down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the extra $50, is that where that's going to?
Yeah. So anything extra will help us pay for the dinner and do things that night, as well as long term. The U Project wants to provide financial support for people to get mental health care.
Good.
So for folks that maybe don't have insurance coverage or just like
It's just a little help.
just need a
It's
little
just
boost.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Okay.
make sure that they can get the help they need, really focusing on people that have experienced trauma, especially knowing that trauma impacts and makes it hard for everybody to like live day to day. And so we don't want anybody to feel like they have a barrier to getting the help that they need if they have experienced a traumatic event. Yeah.
And I also want to say this too. I was sitting in my at my dentist's office and I was talking to my doctor. I was like, you
Hmm.
know what? After he gave me the shot and everything, I was like, you know what? I was like there, and then I was like, stress is $1 billion business now.
Yeah.
I was like, you never used to talk about it so much. You swept it underneath the rug a lot,
Yeah.
but now it's huge.
Yeah. And it is a huge industry, if you will. And sometimes that comes with costs and
Hmm.
literal costs. And
Yeah,
so like we want to make sure that anybody can get the help they need.
for sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the conference. So come on out to the conference.
Yeah.
Conference on June 2nd,
Mhm.
starting at 8 a.m.
Yes. So registration and check-in is at 8 a.m.
Registration, check-in is at 8 a.m. The actual conference, the speaker, Joe, is going to talk at 9.
Yes.
He's going to kick that off.
Yeah.
And then don't forget to go register. Just register. There are, I think, keep a lookout for more updates.
Mhm.
The U Project page on Facebook. Feel free to reach out to any of the ladies that
Mhm.
are in charge of the conference.
Yeah.
If you have questions, reach out.
Yeah. We
Reach
check our
out for
Facebook
sure.
page regularly, like so you can send us a message there.
Yeah, send them a
And
message.
we're happy to answer any questions if you have concerns.
Well, I thank you so much, Teresa. And you heard it here on the Basins Live podcast. And that's all we do is we push out this community information. This is for you. This is for you. This is the information that you should be feeding your mind with, like looking at it. This is going to be a good conference. Mental health. I don't think anybody talks about it a lot, but here we are talking about it. There's a conference going on June 2nd, starting at 8 a.m., the registration. So come on down
Yeah.
and just come and don't forget to register.
Yeah.
Register for sure. And you heard it all here on Basins Live Podcast, and
Yeah.
that's all we do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let Teresa give out her information. And thank you so much, girl. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, Natalie. You can obviously find me at Kodiak Counseling where I work, but I just want to remind everyone that like with Mental Health Awareness Month, like your mental health matters. It's important that if you feel like you need support or help to find it, even if it's not me, right? Reach out to your friends, reach out to your family. If therapy sounds like the right option for you, there's lots of folks around that want to be there for you.
You got options.
You've got options. So, yes, check us out at the conference, but if you can't make it, find support where you can. We do hope that you show up though.
No, it's going to be a good one. And they feed you good. Last year, they fed you really good.
Yeah.
They fed you dinner, basically.
Yeah. It's good stuff. We love showing up with a good meal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, guys.